Good morning, good morning. How is everybody? Hopefully better than me. Been hit by a freight train of allergies this morning, so sneezing, coughing, sniffling, noses jam-packed, wheezing even. I just got hit. Eyes are watering. I could feel it brewing as soon as I woke up. I don't know if going outside for a walk this morning was a mistake or made it better, but holy cow. It's kicking my butt. So I may spend some time on mute. I may not talk as much today. But I'm here. And here to make some money. So welcome in. For those of you that are here, I'm going to take a quick look at the charts for the next 7 minutes or so. Probably not even that long. Honestly, what I'm hoping is we go down. I'm hoping it's bearish. I wouldn't say I'm feeling bearish. I try to stay a little neutral and just kind of read it as it comes. But we are coming down from that peak that we had. We've come down about 100 points so far. Hit that daily fair value gap, and that's really been our resistance since last week on Friday. This doesn't need to be here anymore. So either we bounce off of this and start going higher, or we fall through and clean up some of this. This is a pretty heavily weighted area. We've got a daily, two daily, week, and weekly fair value gaps and a weekly volume imbalance in there. So we may clean that up, but by then we'll have come down almost halfway. Excuse me. Since our low in March. So I don't know. I am still thinking we might come down today. It's just been down for a really long time. And it's like every high we create, we fail to break. We fail to break a whole bunch of these highs, leftover liquidity. We had a nice run here on Thursday, but it couldn't quite break above this wick and just fell. So overall pretty bearish. So far, the weekly candle, we've opened, manipulated up, shot down, and we could just keep falling until probably Thursday or Friday, and then TGIF will retrace a little bit, and we'll get our weekly candle. With CPI being tomorrow, I highly expect that to be the weekly higher low. So it's kind of hard to say how is it going to shoot up and make a new high, and our manipulation will be from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll tank down, give us our bearish close, and then Friday we'll retrace a little bit, or it'll continue down maybe and then retrace a little bit. So kind of just some ideas to watch play out. But this morning I'm hoping to come down here. I already forgot what this was. I drew it out always. But hold on. Weekly fair value gap. Weekly fair value gap. So I'm hoping to come down into that. In order for that to happen, it's not even that far away. 40 points, give or take. But in order for that to happen, we got to see London's high taken out. Maybe even to further confirm that wick off of the new week opening gap and weekly open level here. We could, in fact, it's right here. We could wick past this old 1215. So that's another lunch. That's a lunch high. Just another high from yesterday. So that's what I'm looking for. We have already taken out. Let's see. This is yes. I can feel it. I'm slow today. I don't know what's. I'm gonna really have much luck this morning, but taking out yesterday's PM high and already taken out London low. So because we took out London low, we've already rejected some. We had some minor news this morning that made a decent bullish candle, but if we're rejecting to the tick off of the middle of this fair value gap, so if we can come up here, take that out, run down for the day. Nice little Judas swing in the morning to get up there. Break down for the entire day. I want to catch a ride. So that's what I'm looking for. We've got about 2 minutes until that opening bell. I'm going to blow my nose and see if I can clear this Hoover Dam. And then we'll get to trading. Oh, a couple other things I suppose we could mention. One, I corrected the Apex trader funding little image at the bottom. Instead of editing the whole image, I just added some text on there. It is 90% off right now, off of your first month, 80% off subsequent months. And that is good through July 6th. My link is in the description with the coupon code. It's automatically applied. If I remember right, you click on it and it takes you to the Apex main page and it still says 50% off. But if you click on sign up for one, the first page you'll type in your name and stuff. And then the second page is where you type in your payment method. Before you even have to do that, it'll show you on the screen the discount that's applied. It's 90%. So work through a couple of pages and you will see that applied. Promise you. If you have any issues or questions with it, let me know. But that discount is now through July 6th. And then second thing is I put a little text display down in the lower right corner of our current progress through the challenge. We're at 377.19. Here's the opening bell, by the way. 377.19 out of 1,000. We've got 4 more days to do it. Did some calculations on what to risk and how many handles I'll need to get where I need to be for that challenge. And I think it is completely doable. So we're going to be looking for some prime entries and meeting that challenge. So here we are, opening bell. Let's watch this baby come up, take that London high. Also, I don't know if I explained this before, but I've got the big weekly candle that shows up on every time frame for me. It's really kind of nice. You can see on the weekly, just look at how nicely it's rejected that daily fair value gap. It's pretty cool to have that on there. Doesn't really do a whole lot for me, but kind of makes you see just how the week is looking. Come on, come on. Hoping for a little bit of a repeat of yesterday where we Judas up, take liquidity, shoot our way down to the next liquidity. Tends to happen where days in the week kind of repeat themselves. Also, if you were to look at like an hourly chart of the last, I don't know, week and a half, price just comes up for a hump, breaks down, comes up for a hump, and breaks down over and over and over and over again. What's up, dude? Time for some trading. Yeah, I was, if you just got here, we didn't take it yet. I was talking about allergies are kicking my ass this morning, so I might not talk a whole lot. But eyes watering, coughing, sneezing, the whole 9 yards, kicking my butt. And we're waiting for London High to get taken and then meltdown. Appreciate ya. Almost there. Come on. Unless we just, wouldn't this be an order block? Unless we just hit that. Or does the, yeah, isn't it? I think we'll take it. Hit that new WOG and reject. There we go. We got a ways to go before a market structure shift. And if we just to the tick reject there, that would be interesting. But we also got a little guy right there from a lunch, yesterday's lunch high. So maybe we'll take that too. Maybe not. Be daring and place a limit order up there. I don't think I could ever do that. Well, please just consolidate up here. That'd be really great. Gotta stay above C. We gotta make another swing low here. Swing low's down in a discount. That's not good for selling. So we put it on the recent. Come on. Okay. Well, watch and wait. Dare I go on the 1 minute and see what's going on? Look at it. Is this already making an order block? Is that what that is? I don't remember where the low is. We can fix that later. No shift yet, though. It's right here. On the 1 minute, though, I don't know if I trust it. There's so many times where it likes to take a liquidity point and then take it again stronger. So that can happen. I don't want to get stopped out. Yeah, it's the 1 minute. So I'm saying, dare I even look at the 1 minute? No, no 1 minute. I can't do it. Hmm. Current weekly low. That's our target. Which is London's low. Yesterday's PM session low. All right, what are we doing? Come back up a little bit. Come back up just a little bit. Yeah, there it goes. It's just too fast. Like, I know it's going to happen, but there's no way to get in there safely. We'll wait and see. It's a lot of wick. The shitty thing is it still hasn't made a market structure shift. Whereas on the 1 minute, I got that guy. Volume imbalance. I got fair value gap right here. Market shift was either one of, well, technically these candles. Like, that looks really good. News after 10 minutes. Yeah, but it's news that doesn't really matter. I don't think. Yeah, 10 a.m. CB consumer confidence. Sounds like a single candle kind of news event. We'll see how it happens. Welcome in, by the way. Thanks for alerting me about that. There it goes. What are we looking like? Nice fair value gap there. Not doing nothing on the 5 minute. Five points. Not that bad. I hate it. I don't want to be on the 1 minute. I'll wait for something to happen on the 3 minute. I don't care if it's missed. I don't like it. Burned me so many times. I don't even know why it's on the chart. Maybe it works out. That's fine. I'm waiting for something 3 minute or 5 minute. It's the way it is. Which right now is absolutely nothing. But it did come back up. Also, isn't CPI tomorrow? Tomorrow. No. CPI is... No. No, it's not CPI. What was I thinking of? Well, friggin' Powell is yapping away on Thursday. Oh, 2:30 a.m. Yeah, not worried about it. Tomorrow, though, at 9:30, he gets to chat. So that'll mess up the opening bell. That'll be fun. Price is rejecting that bullish OB on the second candle after candle. Didn't tap it for entry on the very next candle, but it could still play out. Yeah. No idea. Rejecting bullish order block. Second candle after body close. Huh? 936. 936. This candle? Oh, it's rejecting the bottom of a bullish order block? That's what you're saying? Looks like it's about to start chopping to me. Back and forth. Yeah, I was watching the 1 minute too, and I really don't want to. But it looked like there was something forming up there. There was a fair value gap in there too, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't like the 1 minute. I'm not gonna look at it anymore. But yeah, I feel like there's almost always something on the 1 minute. There's also almost always something that bites me in the ass because I don't know, the 1 minute just, I don't know if I'm there yet. My brain is too slow today with these allergies. Doom, doom, da-doom, da-doom, doom. Yeah, I see it. $9.36 candle is the last bullish candle before the retracement. Yep. 936 is. Oh, what am I looking at? This thing right here. That bullish candle. Yeah, that's the last bullish candle before the retracement. So what? That doesn't that make it a bearish order block then? Like that? Oh, there's the news. Got real jumpy. There. Give me something new. Clear out some of this bullshit. Hit that new OG again. Let's break this down. Let's get a good setup. Huh. Well, that would finally be a market structure break if it closes that, right? Do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do. Sorry, I'm going to skip a couple songs. Here we go. How well can you hear the music, by the way? I turned it down enough, I think, just to be background noise, but I might have gone too much. That's better. What is this? Is there something over here? Something like this thing? Oops. Doing something? I don't know. There's something over here. There it goes. So wouldn't that make another bullish candle here in order block somewhere? This one? Oh, it's not really wanting to close. Ugh. How about that? Put an entry here. Yeah. How about that? If this closes in 3 minutes. It looks way better on the 5 minute than it does on the 3 minute for that kind of view. What's the 1 minute look like? Just a disaster. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the way that looks. If we ever come back to it, we're already so far down. Lots of wicks. Wonder if that's all it was. Oh, just filled the new day opening gap there. This and low's gone, and gap is filled. What if we go long instead of short? Got a long way down to go. Yeah, look at that. Moving on up. Strange. Can you hear my voice at all? Can you hear my voice at all? Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, I think I just got the music to work. Can you hear my voice at all? Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, I think This just looks like a mess. Sorry for just sitting here pretty much doing nothing, watching it. I'll be honest, this is, for me, a mess. I don't feel comfortable taking anything. It's just a mess. $10:30, so we still got a half hour. I don't even know if any of this counts as a market structure shift. It's such a mess. But the first decent fair value gap in a while is right here. We had the one over here that helped create the down move there, but since we've taken some minor liquidity here and moved up, this is at least maybe something. I'm not going to enter on it. I'll pretend here. We'll pretend just in case it taps it. We'll see what happens with it, but it's too messy for me. Could I have gotten something out of there? Probably. Could I have lost my ass? Probably. Same fair value gap on the 3-minute and the 5-minute. Maybe that is something then, huh? It's mostly above the 50% range, though. So, not ideal. It did tap it, probably to the tick, so I don't think I would have. 43.8150. The low was 40. Yeah, I wouldn't have been tagged in for spreads. But a little fair value gap on the edge of the daily, and it's on both time frames exactly. It was definitely something. Look at it jump. It wants to go. Will it get 10 handles? Look at it go. There's your silver bullet. Probably not quite, because you're supposed to frame 10 handles out of it. I don't think it's quite that. This new week opening gap and liquidity here is only 8, 9 handles. Oh, hey, Legends. Do you have the habit of trading ICT Silver Bullet? Not really. I don't necessarily look for a silver bullet. What I do look for is, let's see. So my broker opens the ability to trade at 9. Don't really like to trade at 9 because 9:30 open tends to be volatile and clears out whatever you think you were trying to do at 9. So I usually just wait until 9:30 anyway. Between 9:30 and 10 is when I look for a liquidity sweep of one of these levels, right? Preferably the London high or low. And then it ends up being an entry that happens during the 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock window most of the time. So my focus necessarily isn't on silver bullet, but my model ends up having an entry during that window pretty commonly. Yeah. I did the silver bullet for a long time, way back when he first ever said the words silver bullet on his stream, before he really kind of had that video that taught it more in depth. So me and my buddies here were back testing it every which way to Sunday, trying to figure out what's the best way to do silver bullet. Does it need a liquidity sweep first? Does it? Because I think all he mentioned was a fair value gap between these hours with a draw on liquidity, and boom, you're done. So we're like, liquidity sweep first, market structure shift, what's needed, what's this, what's that, and back tested the hell out of it. And I really wasn't a fan, to be honest. It's too narrow in my opinion. So then I started looking at more of the narrative of what's going on. Liquidity sweeps of previous highs and low, like major highs and lows and stuff like that. Thinking about power of 3 on the weekly level as well as daily. That really helped align me better with what price is doing. I think when ICT did his silver bullet, he said you do need a narrative. You do need to know what's going on. But when he first mentioned it, that was never talked about, and we never really back tested with it. So I never really liked it, and I found a lot of success with the stuff I'm doing now. So never really went back to it either. I will say the last couple of days on ES have not been pretty. This is crap. So I haven't really had many entries lately. Are you a silver bullet fan yourself? Yeah. Yeah, that's totally cool. It works for a lot of people. My brain didn't really. Yeah, I'm silver bullet. Yeah, my brain didn't really like it as much. It didn't click for me as well as some other things did. And that's fine. He teaches a million different entry methods. Yeah, today was messy, so I don't blame you at all. I don't even know where it would have been, to be honest. And I don't look at the 1 minute, so. But he teaches a million ways to get into the chart, and there's some really good ones out there that don't work for a lot of people, and there's some others that don't work for other people. That it's everyone's brain's different. But today's silver bullet. I don't even know if it's moved enough handles. Right now, yes, NQ has been having better price action. I do not touch the NQ. I might in the future, but right now I don't. It is... ES is calmer. I don't want to say that NQ is wild or anything, but I understand ES a lot better. And until I get more versed in I've only been doing ICT. I've been trading for a couple of years, but I started in crypto. That was just stupid. Spent over a year with retail indicators and strategies and all this bullshit. So I've literally tried every retail strategy you can think of. None of that worked, and then I found ICT's stuff. What was it? End of November, December last year. So I've only been really studying them for 6 months or so, but what's been nice about my learning experience is I have a lot of retail knowledge, I guess. So knowing how retail would think here or think there helps me trade the opposite of that, which is ICT. So, but yes, I'm still a little new in my opinion. I shouldn't technically be trading real money, but lost my job about 2 months ago. So this is it's my only choice at this point, and it's been fine so far, but a little stressful, a little pressure. NQ, so yes, I was going to say, still a little new to be like an NQ. It does move fast. It moves quite fast. And done a few trades here or there on it early on and decided, yes, worked out better for how quickly I can find setups, plan for the setups, read price action. It's because it's a little bit slower, a little bit less whipping around. So I've lost a ton of money trading retail, dude. Yeah, I feel that 100%. Ton of money. The only is this even after 10? No, that fair value gap's not even after 10. We've just taken lunch yesterday's high. So again, I probably would still be looking for shorts. I don't know how far it's going to want to pump up though. Do you interpret SMT? Also something I'm not super good at. I've tried, I can see SMT happen, but I don't know what it means. So for instance, we've got a lower low here and then a higher low here. And say on NQ, we had a lower low and then a low here and then a lower low. So I know the lows are different, but that doesn't tell me what's going to happen. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that everything's going to go down or everything's going to go up? Which one's stronger or which one's weaker? So I can see it. That's the easy part. I just don't know what it means yet. Or which lows to pay. There's a low here. So there's a low here and a lower low. Hold on. Let's just look at it. Hate when it does that. Okay. ES has a 9 o'clock low and a 10, 10, 10, 12. Nine o'clock low, a 9:30 low. So isn't that SMT right there? Low and then a lower low at 9:30. Yeah. ES had a low and a higher low, and then it shot up. So how would I know that? So I don't know. It confuses me. It's easy to find. It's easier to see than it is to know what the hell it even means. But it's good confluence from what I can tell. Every time there's a divergence, something happens. something relatively impulsive happens, and you want to catch the impulses because it'll slam your TP in 5 seconds, and that's great. But I got a lot of learning to do yet before I start trying to learn SMT. So if I follow the model that I'm trading, which I'm going to make a video on today, I think, we'll see. I kind of want to wait until I get a morning trade out of the way, because if I get a morning trade done, I'm not going to do the afternoon, which gives me time in the afternoon to make a video. But since I probably am not catching a morning trade this morning, I'm going to wait for the afternoon and won't have time to make a video. But if I am following the model that I trade, this was the last level of liquidity taken, lunch from yesterday. We've taken a bunch through the morning, but most recently we took this liquidity, came to that liquidity. What's the next liquidity? That's all it does is bounce between liquidity points. So what's the next liquidity it's going to go for? Was that enough to make it go down? Or is it going to want to go up and get some more? Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to get it out this week for sure. But yeah, keep an eye on it. I'll go into it with a lot of detail, walk through all my steps, show what they are, probably show a few examples, and I'm going to cherry pick them so that they present the model in a way that is what you want to look for. Anyway, is it enough? That liquidity enough to make it go back down to another point of liquidity, or we still got to pump a little higher? I don't know. How much is even left? That's what I'm hoping for. Better price action this afternoon. The only liquidity point left to grab is way up here. So could it go up there? Yeah, maybe. Reject really heavy off of this daily fair value gap? Yeah, maybe. Am I thinking it's going to do that? No. But I've been wrong many times. What are we? Almost at 11. Right now, that's our swing low. Whoops. So if we break that, what about the 5-er? It's the swing low on the 5-er as well. If we break that, we could look for a short. Doesn't leave a ton of room, but it could make a fair value gap up there still. See how it goes. We'll see what happens. Also, NQ's weaker. If I try to look for SMT, last high was 10 o'clock, 10:27. ES has taken the 10:27, which is right here. Oh, 9 o'clock was a low for ES. That's weird. But yeah, anyways, we've taken that 10:27 high right over here. I don't know what it means, though. I get stuck between ES has already taken a high. So is it going to trade down? NQ hasn't taken that high, so is it weaker, therefore going to go down more? Or is it going to try to catch up and spike up and take that high? Is it trying to catch up or is it weaker? What I'd like to see, and I don't know if he's got anything, but I'd love to see ICT live trade. Live trade. Or a pre-recorded live trade would be okay too. Incorporating SMT. I don't know if he's done that. He always talks about SMT hindsight. And I haven't seen everything, but I haven't seen him utilize it in a live trade. It is super choppy, and I don't like it, and so we're just sitting. You had a vid on SMT, like live stuff, like actual like live trades, or just talking about it with some hindsight examples? Okay. Maybe I'll go look into that. But yeah, like I said, I still feel like I have a little bit of learning to do overall before I can work in SMT. That's my assessment of myself. So if it were my opinion, really, the only thing I can see that makes sense, and I probably never would have caught it, because I was bearish the whole time. That fair value gap was filled to the tick, but since we took two liquidity points up here before this happened, I was looking bearish. Technically, it did come down into it and take this liquidity at the same time and just took off from there. So that would have been a really good silver bullet if that's what you're looking for. You probably could have entered twice on this, as you can see, pre-silver bullet. I don't think I'll ever enter before 9:30. This green candle could have gone the total other way, stopped you out. But from here to the new week opening gap's perfect. Again, from here to the new week opening gap again, perfect. Chop, 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 chop. Come on. Close below. Yep. Here to, oh God, my mouse sucks. Here to there somewhere is going to be a fair value gap. Oof, she's dropping. That's going to be a big fair value gap. Five-point stop. I can go to the top of the order block there. There we go. Let's see what happens. Ah, can't get it. Oh, goodness. I don't think one cup of coffee is going to be enough today. Let's see, and I think once we clear this low, I can reduce my risk. Once we close below that low. Well, that's promising. Is this daily fair value gap still going to hold any weight? Kind of looks like it. Come on. Just for fun, let's go look at dollar quick. Oh yeah, shit's gonna want to take that liquidity. So it'll pop. That's a good sign for us. Yes, is a choppy mess, but I think we're going somewhere. I might have to close it. Not a fan of what that's looking like. But if it decides to fill that fair value gap, so far it hasn't done anything but come back to the order block, and that's not enough for me. If it fills that fair value gap and then starts moving away, I'll re-enter that. If it takes off without me, it is what it is. Never be upset about that. Annoyed, maybe, but never upset. All right, it's filled. Closing above the fair value gap, yeah. I think not. Spent a lot of time at that new week opening gap, though. Third time this morning. We didn't even know it was there yesterday. Well, I guess there's 1, 2, 3 touches on that one as well. But I guess, what's up, Brian? Looking at the fair value gap in the 1 minute at the new log. Yeah, I don't touch the 1 minute, but that's what I'm kind of waiting for too. It closed above the fair value gap that I'm seeing on my 3 minute, and now it's flirting with the new log again. But if we start displacing away from it without too much trouble, I was just in a trade, but it came back, so I'll re-enter. It's a good thing I did close it. Closed it break even, but came here from all. Yeah, I've seen you. I hang out in this stream every day too. Yeah, it's good times over there. Thanks for coming over here. I appreciate that. That's really cool. Suppose I can get rid of some of this now since it doesn't matter anymore. Well, now we're looking for a short at the new hog. I was in one for a hot minute. Moved like 3-4 handles. Didn't quite touch 5. So I could take a partial, and then went right back on me after rejecting this daily fair value gap. So now we're taking liquidity again. So no, I'm not looking for shorts at the new week opening gap anymore. We're above it now. But I was. Honestly, I think I might just let this figure itself out and see if I can't get a lunch entry or a PM session entry. Since open, it's just been chopping its way bullish, but I mean, realistically, we haven't moved much more than 10 or 15 handles through this whole morning. And I don't feel like we've taken enough sell side, except, I mean, we took London's low, but that's really it. And other than rejecting off the daily fair value gap, I don't know if we have enough fuel to go long too far. We got to come all the way up here. I don't know if we have the power to do that right now. Yeah, that's close enough, right? Done for the day? Did you get something, or are you just not excited about the chop? Yeah, it is pretty messy. That's what I was saying too. It's way too choppy for my liking. There was a little setup that looked kind of promising. Right after it broke below this order block and then came back up into it, made a fair value gap, but didn't do anything with it. It just took away from there. I was hoping it would come down further than right here, but it didn't. So sort of panned out. Not even enough for me to take a partial, and just chopped its way back up again. So not ideal at all. So I don't blame you, not one bit. Afternoon. Wouldn't mind a repeat of yesterday. The afternoon takes a good level of liquidity and melts the other direction, even if I have to wait until 20 minutes before the market closes. It's worth the wait. I'm going to give this one about 5 more minutes just to see what it does, but I got lunch. I got to run to the gym, do some things during the lunch break. I'll be back at the charts for the afternoon session for sure, but I don't usually stream in the afternoon, so if I get some kind of execution, I make a little video out of it, post it on the channel. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested in seeing how we do with this challenge. It's been slow going. It's just not, it's not been a good last 2 weeks of June is apparently not a good time to try to challenge yourself. Price action has been shit. Yeah, I do. Usually at the beginning of the week, just to kind of see what the general sentiment is. But I don't use it very much. Like I said, just kind of the beginning of each week. Pretty sure we're at a sell sentiment for here all the way out to the next 12 months. You look at it yourself? Damn, should have saw that coming. Look at it wrap right around that new week opening gap and take off. Watch us go to 4403 now. See you later. Interpret is the key word there. I feel you on that. There's actually an indicator that just puts it on your chart for you. Can I type, please? Oops, not that one. This one. Feel they try to induce sellers anywhere they can for some type of short squeeze. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. So at least, well, what you really probably should look at is on the ES, not the micro. So Main program is buy. Interesting. Short term, they want to buy, which means we could be accumulating right here, which is why it's been so choppy. But then long term, they're still in the sell mindset because of this giant 3-month run. So that makes sense. We're at the highest highs we've been in 3 months. So there's going to be some profit taking there, but interesting that this might end up being a bullish day, even a bullish week maybe. Explain how contracts work. It's like a lot in MT4 or what? Not really. So every asset you trade offers units of that asset that you can either buy or sell. In Forex, lots. I don't have a great experience. I don't have a lot of experience with Forex, so I might not be totally right on this, but lots are pretty small. You know, you got to trade 1,000 lots just to really get more than a dollar per tick or whatever. So what you can call one lot, 1 unit of that asset. Contracts are the same thing. It's just 1 unit of the S&P that you're trading with. They're pretty high in value. Like one contract with one contract with the ES is well, let's look at it. I have allergies stuffing up my brains. So say I want to trade 1 contract of the ES, the mini. Every tick is worth $12. But there's only 4 ticks for every dollar of movement. So 43.90 to 43.91 is 4 ticks. So each dollar of movement is worth $50. So they're pretty high value units. Whereas Forex, you got to trade thousands of them just to get a couple of bucks. But it allows you to really fine tune your risk management and your partials and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's the best explanation I got. A Google search will probably clear it up for you if you need. But coming into traders, I look at it at the E-mini S&P because the big boys don't trade the micro. We're currently down in the red, which is, if you think about it, in a discount. So we're going to be looking to accumulate buy orders. What's up from Nexus? Awesome. I trade a model very similar to his. I'll be doing a video on it this week, explaining exactly what I do because it's a little bit different. But you're interested in opening an Apex funded account. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Why trade your own money when you can go trade somebody else's money? You just got to pass their test first. So I always recommend funded trading. If you want to get comfortable with understanding contracts, I mean, another really good way to do it is to do paper trading. So if you're using MT4, I have never touched MT4. Unfortunately, I've got no way to help you out there. But do a little demo account, paper trading account, however MT4 does it, and trade the S&P. Mess around with the contracts. Most of the time, you really only need to trade 1 or 2 contracts. That's a considerable amount of money. For instance, trailing drawdown with Apex is a thing. Yeah, look at all those details on how that works. So I use micros right now because of that, actually. So, but just to give you an idea, if we had bought where it touched this fair value gap at 43.82, and we'll just go to 43.92. That's $10 worth of movement with 1 contract on the ES. It's $500 in profit. So high value stuff compared to Forex, in my opinion. But each market moves differently too. You know, Forex could move a lot more. So your lots will get you more profit, but yeah, go check it out. I've got a 90% off coupon code in the description if you're looking at Apex. They do have static accounts too, but they cost more. So you don't have to worry about trailing drawdown. But the trailing drawdown is only during the challenge phase. So my strategy is just get 5 points and take my profit. Don't let it run back to break even. Don't let it, come back on you at all. Just take little chunks out of the market a bunch of times. With just a couple of micros, and you'll build your way up there, minimizing your drawdown. So I don't know how well it's going to work, but that's my strategy. I have one too. I've only made 2 trades on it because I've been focusing on this personal account challenge by the end of the month. But I'll start making a lot more videos about my funded challenge journey as well. So that'll be its own playlist. You guys can certainly check that out when I start doing those. And I'm still on E-mini. Let's go back to micro. We're almost there. We really only have 9-10 handles left before we take that next level of liquidity, which would be super cool. Because we're going to retrace a little bit off of that, at least enough maybe to grab 5 handles in a scalp over lunch. I have to study about micros, units, leverages, drawdowns before going in. I don't get it yet. Sorry for my English. I'm from Poland and studied English language with ITC at the same time. Dude, your English is like perfect. But I imagine that's difficult. That's a lot thrown at you for your brain to digest, but you are doing just fine with the English, man. I've got a buddy from Iceland and a buddy from the Netherlands as well. And they both stream games on Twitch, but they're the same way. They're like, my English sucks. Sorry for my accents. They get self-conscious about it, when they're doing their videos. And I'm like, you guys, English is difficult. You guys are doing great. I know what you're saying. It's one thing you gotta realize about English, native English speakers as well, as we are good at interpreting our own language. So it's okay if it's a little broken, and we can make sense of it. Half a year of tough work. Yeah, it is tough. I'm about a half. Well, I've been trading for a while, several years. About half of that was retail, which obviously is no good, but definitely a learning experience. But I've been doing ICT for about 6 months, 7 months now. It is definitely tough. I still have a lot to learn. I'm not going to enter on this, but I just want to see how it plays out. ICT is definitely worth it to study. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say it's the only thing they found that works consistently. Like, even if you trade bounces off of an EMA, which I did for a while, moving averages aren't consistent. It'll fall through the moving average without a second of warning. ICT has been the only thing that actually has worked, and it's just such a different way to read price. Everything makes sense. So definitely worth it to study, and definitely can't be lazy with it. So I'm glad you become a different person and really took to it. You'll definitely reap those rewards. So keep at it. I'll never pretend I know what I'm doing, but you're totally welcome to hang out here and watch me try to figure this shit out. Yeah, I felt the same way about a ton of retail strategies out there. It's like every indicator says I should be going long right now, and the market just drops way, way down, and you're like, well, that seems to happen every time. This stuff doesn't work. Hey, in America, we say teamwork makes the dream work. So let's smash it up. Sounds good, man. Take it easy. Hope to see you next time. I think I'll be ending here as well. This is where I expect us to be going. But I also expect an afternoon retracement. Of course, I always assume that I'm wrong. But that's what I'm thinking. So I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 15 minutes before the opening bell. Otherwise, keep an eye out on the channel for for any afternoon session executions that I catch. And I appreciate y'all hanging out. And yeah, we'll see you next time.